Hi guys, so I'm coming to you today to share with you a little information about my loop schedule and how I organize it I just created this Word document to help me keep up with what we do, and then it's in a dry erase sleeve, and then at the end of the week I just wipe it all clean and I'll start over for the next week. What this does is this helps me to plan, and it also helps me to kind of just make sure that we are doing these every day, and then how often I am doing these loop subjects. And I'm going to go into my loop schedule with you in this video as well. And then these are other activities that might take up time that day, and I like to fill these in advance so that my kids kind of can see what we have coming up. So our daily subjects include a read aloud, morning work, Bible, reading, and math. We do this every day, Tuesday through Friday, and then if we do not have co-op, we will do them on Monday as well. Sometimes we have co-op, sometimes we do not. We have about one week out of the month where we do not do co-op on Mondays. Then I have my loop subjects, which include music, science, history, and art. I have already did a curriculum video on science and art, and I'm going to be doing a curriculum video on music and history. I am going to link the video for science and art in the description box, and I'm going to try to remember how to link them into the actual video as well, to show you the curriculums I use here. And then my other activities I have in here: co-op, library. We go every Thursday for story time, and 3 times out of the month we go here for book club. Story time is an hour-long event. Book club is also an hour-long event. So sometimes we're at the library for 2 hours on Thursdays. Homeschool group, we are in 2 homeschool groups. This is if we're doing anything with them, I will mark it. And then any field trips that we have. The way that my loop schedule works is after my son goes down for a nap, we will spend anywhere from an hour to 2 hours on these activities, depending on my kids and how they're feeling. We also do Bible and read aloud during this time, if we could not do it during breakfast time. I like to do these 2 during breakfast time or lunchtime while they're eating. I'll just pull and read to them in these 2. But if we, for some reason, could not do that, then I will add it down here. But we spend about 1 to 2 hours on this in the afternoons. Again, it depends on what we're doing and how excited they are about it, and if we're doing like a science experiment or something like that. So in this loop subjects, you have music, science, history, and art. So on Monday, if I do science and history, I'll just mark it. And then starting on Tuesday, I would start with music and art. And then in our hour time, if we have time, then I'll go back to science. If we don't, then we would just do music and art. Once a month on Tuesdays, we do have an art class that lasts for like an hour and a half at the local library. So I know that we will do that on that day, no matter what. So on Tuesday, I would then say I'm going to do music and art. Okay. Then on Wednesday, I would start back with science and history. And let's say that day I did science, history, and I had time for music. Well, then the next day I would start with art. And that's how that would look. Now, these activities down here, other activities, they also go into play on my loop schedule and on my daily schedule. For instance, a lot of times on Monday we have co-op. If we have co-op on Monday, this does not get done. Or we would do our read aloud and our Bible during breakfast. Then on Tuesday, we would then start with science and history. Unless it was our art class week, then we would start with like science and art, and then the next day we would move on to history, music, and we would start back over with science. And I use this also to help me plan for the whole week. So like, especially down here, so like Monday, if I don't have co-op, I won't mark it. I know every Thursday we have library. And I know like this week, I know we're going on a field trip, so I'll go ahead and mark that. So I know we have a field trip, and we have this. So that will go into play. If we have a field trip, then we're not going to be doing our extra subjects, and we will determine, depending on the field trip, how much of this we would actually do. Like, they'll probably do Bible, read aloud, and their morning work that day. And again, it depends how far the field trip is away and how they're feeling after the field trip, what time the field trip starts, things like that go into play. But I like to keep this up. So I hope this gives you a better understanding of my daily subjects, my loop schedule, and then the other activities, and how I keep up with our week, and how I just mark it off and then start over. If you like this video, I hope that you will subscribe to my channel to have more videos, and please remember to give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.